What's up, everybody? We are back here live tonight with our FTR Xfinity series. We're at Watkins, Glen tonight. This is our B group. Uh, should be getting started here in just a few minutes. We just got qualifying underway. Guys made some pretty good times, and yeah, just waiting on the invites. And we'll get ready to get started. A little bit different action tonight. We're at the road course, so it's going to be a lot of. I think the bus stop's going to be a little tricky. You're not allowed to cut in this league, so everybody's going to have to stay on the course. So kind of anxious to see how guys get through it. So should set up for a good race tonight. These guys been putting on a good show every single week. So it's just a little something different. We're at road course, so just waiting on invites, and then we'll get started. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Should be a good race. Ran a couple practice races with these guys earlier today, and everybody seemed to be getting around the track pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see who can come away. Maybe we can have a first-time winner tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. Got a couple guys that's been repeat winners, so we'll see if we can get us a first-time winner tonight. You know, a lot of different guys that's normally running up front. They look pretty good. Also, some guys that's usually hangs around mid-pack and up front. They were look pretty good too. So it's kind of a toss-up tonight, being a road course. You know, it's here. You kind of want to limit your mistakes. I feel like you don't necessarily have to have the fastest car, but whoever minimizes their mistakes is probably going to be the one to come away victory. So, all right, looks like we got our invite. We're going to jump in and see where we're at. Here we go. Should be an exciting race tonight. Like I said, I think whoever minimizes their mistakes is going to be the one that's going to be in victory lane tonight. I know once it gets down to 2 or 3 laps, guys are going to be pushing it. So there's pushing it through the bus stop and whatnot. You know, last thing you want to do is be leading the race and get a penalty or spin out or do something crazy. So it's going to be interesting to see. Looks like we already are underway. Like Memphis is out front right now. JD behind him. It's kind of pulling off a little bit. Lap 1. That 20 car and that 11 car was pretty strong all day. I've been running some practices with those guys, and looks like JD's going to sling it in there a little bit. Ain't giving a whole lot of room. It's a little bit of rubbing. That's fine. Damage is on. So these guys going to have to take it a little bit easy, you know. This last thing you want to do is get a bunch of damage, you know. 20 cars look pretty strong all week, so like he missed the course just a little bit there, kind of got in the wall. JD got in the wall as well. Like a couple people back there kind of got in the wall a little bit. So guys are pushing it right now. So plus it seems to be once you get on some little bit older tires, you get 2 or 3 laps on them tires, the car starts loosening up a little bit, starts turning a little better. It's like we got somebody around already. Not sure who that was. It's like maybe Blazing might have been the one that got around there. As you can see, these guys are pretty single file right now with a 20 out front. Seems as after you get 2 or 3 laps on these cars, you know, on these tires and stuff, it kind of loosens up a little bit, wants to turn in a little better. So it also gets a little looser as well. So I've always said to be fast at road courses, you got to be a little bit loose at all times. So not spin out loose, but just loose, you know. 20 car is kind of setting the pace right now, so. I do have a rule here in this league. You can only save 1 lap of fuel per stage. So this stage, I believe, is 11 laps. And tank of fuel is 9 laps. So these guys will have to make a pit stop. Kind of scroll through the field right quick and kind of see where everybody's at. Lugnut having a good run. I think he's in the top 4 there. He's having a good run as well. This is his second race with us. He made his debut last week. Had 2 top 5s in the stages, and like there was got a couple guys cutting the grass a little bit. Shady into the wall a little bit, just a little bit. Blazing kind of off the pace. Dankus Cow, he's one of our newcomers. He's making his debut today. I'd like to welcome him to FTR. Hopefully he'll have a good showing today. Like he's moved up a little bit. Right along with Michael a little bit. Missed a corner just slightly. Heavy Duty, he's in our A group. He wanted to run tonight, so kind of get a little bit more of the field. Not in there for points. Like Lynch joined us tonight in the B group. He's wanting to get a little extra practice, I'm assuming. It's like that 20 car's got it on rails a little bit right now. Like I said, he had a good car earlier today. We've been working on some setups all week, so he's kind of showing his muscle right now, you know. Like I said, you know, it just, you know, being out front like that, 1 or 2 mistakes can really cost you. So right now, I think he's just kind of in, you know, like not necessarily save mode, but just he's not. I don't think he's pushing the cars probably as hard as he could. Just trying not to make a mistake, you know. Just like right there, you know. I'm sure he probably lost a half a second right there just by doing that. So far, so good. Like he eased in that corner a little bit. So, like I said, you know, he's out front right now, so he can kind of dictate his own pace. You know, you don't want to get too slow because it seems like sometimes when you start trying to back off a little bit, you start making mistakes just because you're not running the track like you normally would. So, kind of the best advice I could get would be, you know, just kind of run your pace. You know, run your pace. You've been practicing that, and just try to stay where you need to be. He's in a good position right now. JD's right there too. He had a good car today as well. Bronco looks like he might be having a good run. Looks pretty good. Like he's running in the top 3, I believe. Lugnut right behind him. Stewart, Mr. Consistency. Didn't have a very good qualifying. He was kind of upset a little bit. Oh man, looked like Shady. Shady has lagged out. I know before the race, right in the qualifying, as we were loading qualifying, he had lost connection and didn't get to qualify, so he had to start in the back. It was like he was having some power issues. Not sure if it was due to some storms or what, but that's heartbreaking, man. That's 2 weeks in a row he's lagged out, not been able to race. I hate that. Like Heavy Duty gonna sling her through there, go to the outside wall. Tell you what, guys, that 20's setting the pace right now. It's like he's opened up a pretty good lead. He's probably 2 seconds or so, probably ahead, maybe. Looking strong right now. He can keep it together. He's setting a pretty good pace. Like JD might be having some competition behind him right here. I think that's Lynch Racing, I believe. See if I can scroll through and see who that is. That is Lynch. He's not racing for any points or anything, so. He's putting the pressure a little bit right now on, oh, it's like JD missed a corner there. He's definitely setting a good pace, but it look like that Lynch is coming. You know, he races in our A group, so he's not racing for points or anything like that. So, so these guys will have to fall back a little bit because I don't want these guys to finish in the top 5 in the stages because I don't want them to rob anybody from the from points. So. I don't mind A group guys running and stuff, you know, it's just I don't want these guys to take any points away from anybody in the B group. I'll tell you what, guys, that 20 car looks pretty smooth on rails right now. He's hitting marks everywhere. I've been watching him. He's been hitting them everywhere. Like he might have lose a little bit coming off the very last corner, like he hits the wall sometimes every now and then, but other than that, he looks pretty smooth. JD gonna slide her through there. Bronco having a great run today in the top 3. Lugnut having a good run as well. Blazing got some heavy damage. I think that was on lap 1 when he got that. Not sure, guy. That might be the end of the stage. So it's like Memphis is going to take that first stage. Not sure about the second stage, guys. I don't know if it's like 9 laps maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't ran a 50% race here, so I'm not real sure what the stages are. I do know I think the first stage is 11 laps. That might have been a caution, guys. Not real sure. Because I don't see anybody pit. Like Memphis going to swing it out wide, get that momentum, that arch going into this little chicane here. It's like everybody got through there pretty smooth, so that's a good thing. Just got confirmation it's 9, 9, and 20, so I was off a little bit. So you don't have to pit in the first 2 stages. You will have to make a pit stop in the last stage. Play your cards right, you can pit 1 time. '20 car pushing it, guys. I'll tell you what, our newcomer, our debuter, is running second right now, fellas. He is putting on a good show, and he started in the rear. He elected not to qualify, so I'll tell you what, he's coming. Like he might have got a little bit of a shove error. Not sure, but it's a good little battle right here, guys. That 60 car is in a custom paint scheme. Next week he will be in the number 60 car, so a little bit of miscommunication this week, but hey, enjoy having him. Looks like he's holding his own, and yeah, next week we'll straighten all that out. Meanwhile, I think the 20 has led every single lap. Setting a blistering pace right now. Oh, made a mistake there, you see, that's what I'm talking about. He lost a little ground there. Stewart got some damage. '20 car still setting the pace, guys. It's gonna be the man to beat right here. Hadn't really seen anybody challenge him yet. I tell you, JD's right there, so I mean, one more mistake, I mean, he could be right there on him. You know, it's one of these things where it's a track where you just got to get in the groove. Once you get in the groove, man, you can just start. I mean, it's you're getting a rhythm. If you make a mistake, like 2 mistakes or so in 1 lap or something, it takes you a lap or 2 just to get back in rhythm a little bit. So I'll tell you what, JD is reeling in that 20. I don't know if the 20's backed off a little bit or if he's just making a few mistakes, you know, because that 11 car is right back there on him. I don't know if he, you know, it's kind of a mind game a little bit. You know, that 20 car is probably looking in his mirror and say, oh man, here comes that 11. And you start kind of missing your marks a little bit, you know. So sometimes, man, I just ride around without my mirror on. You know, especially places like this, you know, where you can just kind of focus on just hitting your marks. But that 11 car has reeled him in, so be anxious to see. And this turn right here is very notorious where you can make a mistake. So it's like they both got through there pretty well. That's the thing about this track. You can use the whole track right there, you know. Sometimes when you hit it good, you don't swing out that far, but you just want to try to keep up that momentum there. It's like he's missing the corner just a little bit right there. It's kind of messing his entrance up. He keeps banging the wall a little bit. Eventually that damage is going to start hurting you. Because damage is on, and he's right there now. It's like JD's going to throw it in there. He's going to overshoot it. 20's going to come back under him. Good race, fellas. Good racing. I kind of figured as hot as JD come in there like that, he had to do nothing but push up. I figured that 20 would make the crossover on him since he backed out on him. It's like that 20 car just kind of eased in there. He didn't want to make no mistake there. Kind of messed up JD's momentum a little bit. It's good racer etiquette, though. These two guys drive each other clean. That's a lot of these guys, man, in here. They drive each other pretty clean. They race hard, but they give respect as well. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching tonight. Later on tonight at 9:15, we will be running our A League. Got some really fast guys in there. You know, these guys, we put on a great show every week. Kind of interesting being a road course. You know, this is I think this is our second road course we've ran this season. Our third road course that we've ran this season. And it's been really good racing. We got a couple guys tonight that couldn't make it. But I think we still got a good field. I still think we got like 10 guys that's going to race tonight. So if you want to tune in to that, I think Eagles is going to broadcast the race tonight. You can check out High Side Broadcasting. And then you can also check out my stream from my point of view at Billy Holcomb on YouTube. If you want to check that race out tonight, we'll get started about 9:15. So tune in for that. Should be some exciting racing. So these two guys right here is checked out from the field. It seems they've opened up a huge lead because I think Broncos are third place runner right now. And then you got Lugnut. And I think Stewart may be behind him. Stewart got some heavy damage on the front. That means he's going to hit the wall somewhere. Blazing kind of got off track a little bit. Thankus Cal, he's our newcomer. He's showing a good run tonight. Micah having a good strong run as always. He's always consistent as well. Top 5. Heavy duties in our A group. He's just running to get some practice. Lynch. Back to our leader. Should be coming up pretty close, guys, to the end of the stage. That might be it, fellas. I think that might be the stage right there. Looks like the 20 car will take your stage 2 as well. He told me before the race he was looking for a clean sweep, so we'll see how. So far, that's what he's been doing, so we'll see if that number 11 car looks like he might be overdriving just a little bit. Maybe needs to back his corner up just a little bit, because I think he's as fast or maybe a little faster, but we'll see right here come stage 3, so here we go, fellas. It's like the 20 is going to leave off where he's is going to continue where he left off. Stewart might have got into it a little bit, maybe. That 20 car and that 11 car still holding up 1-2. Car using that wall just a little bit. Right along with that 11 car. See what kind of point of view he's at. Like he missed a corner there just a little bit. If he had picked up a little bit of ground there, kind of overdrove it a little bit, like he didn't get the downshift in time. Right there. Tell you what, Micah's having a good run as well. I think he's in the top 4, I believe. Let's crank it up. I like that view, guys. I can't drive like that, though. Stewart gonna send it way in there. Oh, wow. That's gonna cost that 21 a penalty. Wow. I think Stewart's gonna let him have his lap back. Meanwhile, that 20 car is still setting the pace, guys. I'm going to tell you what, you can't count out that 60 car right there lurking. He's been up there all day. I think he's about as, I think he's, the highest I think he's been is third. So, I mean, I think he's all over the bumper of, at 11 right now, so. He's giving that 11 car all he wants. Guarantee you that 11 car don't want him that close. These guys seem to be getting through there very well. Maybe I need to take note a little bit when it comes to my night. It's about the most action we got right now on the track. I think everybody's pretty much spread out. Got a couple cars here. Tell you what though, that for his debut, he's showing a lot of muscle, so I'm kind of anxious to see what Dankus Cal does on when we go back to, I think we're at Pocono next week, guys. Totally different kind of track. I mean, that's going to be very interesting as well because there's a little bit of breaking points. So that should be a great race next week as well. And I think the week after we go to Martinsville. That's going to be very interesting. Like JD making a little bit of mistakes here has allowed that 60 car. I mean, if you can see right now, that 60 car's got a lot of racer etiquette because he could have very easily bumped him and pushed him out of the way. So it's like he was going to try to make a move right there. I don't know if JD closed the door on him or not, but I think eventually that 60 car may put a little bit of bumper to him if he can't get around him cleanly. Great battle between these two guys, though. JD gonna swing her out really wide. Guys, I think the 20 car has led every single lap. He said that was his goal tonight, is to lead every lap and win every stage, and win the race. So right now he's on track. As long as he don't make any mistakes, spin out or pit road penalty or something stupid, he might. He's well on his way right now. I'll tell you what, he used to drive the 54 car in here, and then he switched his, hey man, I want to switch to the 20. So ever since he's switched to the 20, I think he's won the race, because he won the All-Star. Let's look here. Yeah, so I mean, he won the All-Star, and then he won Chicago last week. He's looking to try to win the Glen, trying to make it 3 in a row. We've only had one driver win 3 in a row, and that's been Buck Gaming. He is unfortunately not here tonight, so yeah, JD's won 3. JD's won 2 in a row. He won Sonoma Darlington. Buck won Vegas, Road America, and Auto Club. Then JD won again at Bristol, and then Memphis has won the All-Star in Chicago. Looking for 3 in a row, so could have 2 drivers with 3 wins in a row. That's great. Should be coming up here on pit stops here in just a few, I believe, guys. He's opened up a huge lead. Huge. Oh, like we got pit stops. All right. Maybe a little strategy. Not sure, but really you don't want to pit too early. Because like I said, you only get, you know, 1 lap of fuel, you know, per stage. So don't really want to. I don't really see the advantage of short pitting here. I've tried it both ways. I feel like running your gas out, you know, is the way to go, you know, unless you had a caution or something and you were able to take 2 tires or something like that. But it's like our leader is coming down pit road now, so our leader is exiting a pit, so so if that 60 car is already pit, sorry guys, my damn mic keeps cutting off. So if that 60 car is already pit, that means JD has lost a spot. I'm not sure. Let's get on this 60 car and see, because he's closed the gap tremendously on that 20 car. Not sure, guys. Unless that 60 car pitted before. I'm not sure. Unless the 60 car pitted with the 20. That's very possible as well. He's pretty much setting the pace right now, so he can kind of run his own line and just stay in the groove, and he should be fine. Because it don't look like the 60s. Like he might be putting a little ground on the 60. Yeah, I think he's put some ground on the 60. See if we can see. Yeah, I believe he's put a little bit of ground on the 60, so. Like Stewart gonna get up on two wheels there. Yeah, 20 cars getting through the corners a lot better on that corner entry right, or corner exit right there. Man, JD lost a lot of ground. Hold on to it there, 20. So it should be good on gas. You go 10 and 10. That's one. Uh, yeah, 10 and 10. Like he's coming up on some lap traffic. You know that can pay huge at a road course, especially if you've not been around those guys or anything, and you don't really know. Like he's going to pull over, let him go. So that's an awesome move by 4 car there. I think that's Rodney. Great racer etiquette, not holding up the leader. Knows he's faster, knows he's coming. So awesome job by him. Oh, like he missed a corner just a bit. Great run by all these guys, though. All these guys. I mean, we hadn't had a caution, so that says a lot on a road course. You know, usually, you have a caution or two, but these guys have started a stage, started a race, and everything. They was giving everybody room, and hell of a job by these guys. Like I said, these guys put on a great race every single week. Um, it just shows, how much respect these guys have for each other, and I always expect that from my league, anyways. Respect the guy that you're racing. People's going to rub a little bit and bump a little bit and stuff like that, but just deliberately taking somebody out, you don't see that with these guys. Like the 60 coming there just a little hot there. He's on 2 wheels, but hey, it worked. But yeah, it's what I try to preach, and these guys respect that, and they respect each other. It's just these guys race hard. Everybody's wanting to win, so it's expected. And these guys know that as well. So these guys have come a long way. Can't say enough about FTR family, guys. Man, we're all family in here. We race, we have fun, man. At the end of the day, we all kid around, joke around, bullshit, and it's just talk shit and everything else. So just just what we do, man. Got some good little battles heating up here. Like Heavy Duty got some heavy damage. He's been in the wall a couple times. Hopefully we can put on as good a show tonight as these guys are doing. I think you may see it a little bit tighter. I think you'll see cars maybe a little bit closer together tonight. A lot of these guys in A group, man, they're really good. They drive really good, show a lot of respect, fast. Um, it should be a very exciting race tonight. Not sure how many more laps we got. It's maybe a handful, maybe. Not real sure. Bronco having a good run tonight. Like he's got Micah Edwards all over his back bumper. Just a little bit of added pressure. Like Micah might have missed the corner just a little bit, got a little bit of loose. Right around with Lug Nut. He's making his second race tonight. Had a great race last week at Chicago. Got some stage points and finished in the top 5 and stuff. Just kind of fell a little bit short at the very end, but all in all had a great race last week. Very proud of him as well. Representing the MRL group there. Those guys are good racers, very fast every week, so enjoy having those guys in the league. Got a good little battle up here. Not sure exactly what position, maybe 4th, 5th, 6th maybe. Mr. Consistency Stewart's not having the best of day today. Like we got a pit stop. Blazin not having a good run today. It's like he had some early on damage and just this track can get you. Looks like that 60 car might be reeling in that 20 car a little bit, guys. Car really. I think that might be it. I think the 20 may be your race winner. Hadn't got the official. Yes, sir. So Memphis, Dankus Cow, and JD will be your top 3. Awesome. On blue screen for a second, guys, where I can get these guys in here. These guys in here. Great race by these guys. Memphis led flag to flag, guys. Flag to flag. See if we can get these guys in here for an interview, and then we'll wrap it up. There we go. We got one so far. See if we can get the other two in. Then we'll get started. Let's see here. Looks like we got JD and Memphis in here right now. So we'll start with our third place finisher, JD. Another strong run, man. Another strong run. Another podium finish. Looks like you had a really good car. It just seemed like at times you were trying to push it a little bit too hard, and you kind of made a few mistakes. But hey, all in all, top three, third place finisher. Just kind of walk me through your race, man, and just tell me how you came away with third place finish. JD, you there?
I couldn't hear him either in the race. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I got you.
Hey guys, I had a really good car on the first stage, and I was in second place, like 3 seconds behind Memphis. And then he got past the lap car, and I dropped all the way back to seventh, I think it was. And then I worked my way back up to second stage, and third stage I had a hell of a good car until I pitted and got a penalty. 30 seconds inside. But all in all, I had a really good car. We had a bunch of good races tonight. Memphis did an awesome job. And Dankus Cal, good to meet you. Good racing there, bud. Yeah, good to meet you too, man.
Well, thanks.
Trying to stay out of people's ways all around. I wondered what happened to you in the pits. Took you took a penalty. But good race.
Well, congratulations, JD, on your third place finish. We'll move on to our second place finisher, Dankus Cal. Man, I didn't know what to expect. You know, your debut, and you drove a hell of a race. I watched you a lot on broadcast, and like you had a really good car. Looked like you just needed a little bit more track position. I think if you made it qualified, you might have had a shot at that 20. But all in all, great race, great debut. Looked like you had really good driver etiquette, and that's kind of what we want here in FTR. That's what I kind of preach. So just kind of walk me through your race and how you came away with a second place finish.
Yeah, no, I just, Watkins, like I said, I was just finished Tuesday night, so we're going to be off for the summer, so free time. And, no, I just wanted to look around, check the circuit, see what you guys are all about, and yeah, it was a good race. That 20 points pretty much. I did start fast and moved up to the front like 10 seconds to Pascal. Good race.
Well, congratulations, man, on second place finish, and we'll move on to our race winner, Memphis. You know, man, we've been talking all week. We've practiced. Um, I knew you had a good car coming in. Started on pole. I think you led every single lap of the race. Car looked like it was on rails. It seemed like sometimes you may have overdrove it a couple times, you know, coming out of the last corner, but hey, you did what you needed to do. You came away with a victory. I think this is three in a row counting the All-Star race. So awesome win, dominating performance, and just kind of walk me through your race and how'd you come away with such a notorious victory?
Pacing, all I was doing was pacing myself during that race, but my car wasn't as stable as looked like. I was sometimes sideways too at bus stops.
Yeah, I seen it.
Sometimes that I was so sideways off, I was surprised I even saved it.
hey, you maintained and did what you needed to do, and you won the race. And congratulations on 3 in a row. I have to say,
I thought I almost lost it though when that lap car spun out right in front of me, and I got 20 sec. Only I had 80% aero on my car
oh wow.
the last 4 laps.
Well, I can.
I was wondering why we were gaining on you.
Yeah, I know. I was like, man, that 60 car is catching him quick. So, but yeah, I want to say you're the second person to be a 3-time race winner. Congratulations on that. And I just got a few words I want to say. Congratulations to everybody in the race tonight. You guys put on a hell of a show as usual. Watkins Glen, no cautions. Everybody really raced each other hard at times. You know, you had starts and nobody was really getting in anybody. And I just want to say thanks to all you guys. Thanks to the viewers who tuned in tonight. Like I said, if you want to see the A group run tonight, you can tune in at 9:15 on my channel, Billy Holcomb, or you can tune in. I think Eagles is going to broadcast tonight. I'm not sure. If he does, you can tune in to High Side Broadcasting. He'll be streaming the race and broadcasting the race tonight. And thanks to everybody. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. And until next time, we'll see you guys.